big day for all the cricket fans who are here. Either you are in red or yellow or blue, maybe. Because we know what is the impact of RCB versus CSK, and it is happening in M Chinnaswammy. We can literally hear the loud voices. Fans are there. Tickets already sold हो चुके थे the moment it got open, and afterwards हम अभी भी देख सकते हैं. The excitement is there. Everyone is so happy, and the biggest question is it going to be the last meeting of Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni in M Chinnaswamy? Rupesh, I want to start off with you. What is your emotion on this? And a lot of people are giving their opinion that they don't want more and more matches to be happening, and MS Dhoni to play with Virat Kohli in this ground, this M Chinnaswamy ground. We all know the rivalry of RCB and CSK, the Southern Derby. What do you want to say about this?
I absolutely agree with you, Rajsi. I think it just cannot get bigger than this. It's that time of the year again. All of us are very pumped up. I think the only other rivalry which can, match some sort of a similarity in terms of magnitude to RCB versus CSK is probably El Clasico, which is obviously CSK versus Mumbai Indians. We saw what kind of a game it was between CSK and MI when they took on each other at the Wankhede Stadium. Actually, I think it appeared to me as a bit of a dampener because I was expecting MI to do really well in that game because they were playing in their own home backyard. But unfortunately, that was not meant to be. बहुत अच्छा खेले CSK, and especially I think credit goes to Ravindra Jadeja. But again, I think जिस तरीके की हिस्ट्री रही है CSK और RCB के मैचेस की, although I think CSK certainly have the wood over RCB. They have had the wood over RCB over the years. बहुत अच्छा करा उन्होंने, चाहे वो चिन्ना स्वामी में खेलें, चेपॉक की बात करने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है because it's their own fortress, okay, as we all know. So, but as you rightly pointed out, unfortunately, it might turn out to be the last time we see both MS and Virat Kohli on the same field at the same time in their IPL colors. So it might turn out to be a mixed emotion sort of a thing for the CSK and RCB fans. But I think something to really look forward to as far as the fans of both the franchisees are concerned.
Yeah, Kshitij, this match, like the emotions and everything, we can feel it. We know, like I'm not a fan of RCB or CSK, but I can literally feel it. People are really happy. People really wanted कि हमें more and more we could get to see Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni playing together. More and more of them at M Chinnaswamy, maybe at M Chidambaram, but we don't have that clash, right? Chennai is not going to welcome RCB at M Chidambaram. So definitely this is going to be that can be the last clash where we can see MS Dhoni and Virat playing together. What are your emotions to this, and how do you see this?
Like as Rupesh said, I also have mixed emotions. Like two of the most biggest names in Indian cricket right now are taking stage together, and we have seen many cliffhangers between these two sides. And as हम लोग जानते हैं कि विराट कोहली wears his heart on his sleeve, and MS Dhoni has done is one of the legends of the game. Both have taken Indian cricket to great heights, and IPL को भी उन्होंने बहुत रिमार्केबल मोमेंट्स दिए हैं. एंड जब दोनों आज एक सामने आमने सामने खड़े होंगे तो वी विल सी समथिंग अमेजिंग. एंड आई होप कि अगर ये आखिरी बार है तो आखिरी बार एकदम यादगार तरीके से खत्म हो एंड हम लोग एक बहुत बढ़िया मैच देखें.
राइट और आज के दिन आई एम वेरी श्योर पूरा इंडिया एक साथ अनडिवाइडेड इस मैच को देखेगा. राइवलरी है जरूर, हम सबको पता है. दे ऑल मस्ट बी थिंकिंग कि उनकी टीम जीते, बट वी ऑल वांट अ गुड क्रिकेट मैच आफ्टर ऑल, जो हम एक्सपेक्ट भी कर सकते हैं. लाइक वी नो हाउ दीज टीम्स प्ले, हम डेफिनेटली एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. रुपेश, लास्ट मैच में अगर हम बात करें सीएसके की, जो लास्ट फिनिश थी जो उन्हें करनी चाहिए थी बट दे कुडंट डू इट. संदीप शर्मा ने उनको वहां पर रोका था. MS धोनी एंड रविंद्र जडेजा बोथ वर देयर, बट लाइक वो फिनिश ऑफ हो नहीं पाया था द वे वी वांटेड. मैंने आपसे भी लास्ट टाइम ये क्वेश्चन पूछा भी था कि हाउ डिफिकल्ट इट इज टू बीइंग अ धोनी फैन, नॉट सीइंग हिम फिनिश द मैच द वे ही वाज सपोज्ड टू बी डूइंग इट, द वे वी नो हिम. Like MS Dhoni is known for those finishes. वो matches are tailor made for MS Dhoni, but he couldn't do that. So we can see him. He's going a little like what should I say? I don't know. I don't want people to unfollow me, but I just don't want to use that word. But a little older, maybe the fitness issues are there. Maybe he's not that active these days. Hi, my question is audible to you?
Yeah. Can you please repeat the last bit of your question? I missed you there.
Yeah, but my last bit was like, do you see him getting older? Maybe not that active, not that his reflex is not that active. Basically, do you see that?
Absolutely. I think that is certainly the case to a certain extent, yes, because over the years, actually, age takes to the thing is that age tends to take a toll on you, and
Hmm.
I think to a certain extent that also is the case with MS Dhoni at the moment, because he's already 41 years old, and he has been doing it day in day out for CSK over the years, and also for India. Like, let's not forget that, because he led India for all those years and brought laurels to the country. The way he performed in ICC tournaments and won the World Cup for us, both the T20 World Cup as well as the 50 overs World Cup. In addition to that, we were fortunate enough to win the 2013 ICC Champions Trophy under his captaincy. So
Hmm.
he has led India tremendously well during his tenure as captain. And when he finally passed the baton to Virat Kohli, I think till that point of time, he had already achieved a lot in the sport.
Hmm.
So I think there is absolutely nothing for him to prove at the moment, because he has that giant stature as a player. He has established himself as the modern day great of the game. But as I said earlier, I think with time, what happens is age tends to take a toll on you. And I think certainly to a certain extent that is the case with MS. But still, like, that has not affected his batting a lot, because I was closely monitoring his fitness leading into this IPL season, and he is someone who has worked really hard on his fitness as far
Hmm.
as this particular season is concerned. And I think that is there for everyone to see, because we saw how he got under the skin of Mark Wood while playing at Chepauk, and he hammered him for two consecutive sixes. Again, when we saw that Sandeep Sharma was bowling to him in that final over against Rajasthan Royals, I think
Hmm.
he was able to get under the skin of Sandeep Sharma as well. So Sandeep, bowled two consecutive wides up
Hmm.
front, and then he was clobbered for two consecutive sixes immediately after those two wides, while he tried to rectify his line and length. I think
Hmm.
उस लिहाज से अगर हम देखें तो अभी भी he has the ability to dominate bowlers on his day, but थोड़ा सा वो reflexes time के साथ जैसे slow हो जाते हैं अच्छे अच्छे players के भी in the past. I think that has been the case with MS, but I think that is not a major concern for CSK, because they have got some really good players in their tank, and I think it's time for them to take the baton and take the franchisee forward.
Definitely. And we have got the toss update as well. Royal Challengers Bangalore have won the toss and have opted to field first. But इसके बारे में like the toss जो कि RCB के पक्ष में गया है, but इस पर MS धोनी का काफी interesting statement आया है. I'm gonna read out to you all. The toss doesn't matter because this is a venue where it is difficult to contain batters in the second innings. And not to forget, due, I think what's important is not looking ahead. Maybe 180, 200 is a par score, but we need to keep re-evaluating every 2 to 4 overs and on where we stand and what would be a good total to get to. That is a better way to approach rather than keeping a total in mind. One change, Magala is injured and Patirana comes in. So, Kshitij, like this, I don't know, this man is so chill about everything, whatever happens, won the toss or not, because we know, like M Chinnaswammy में toss जीतना is quite like कि आपने match में first step towards victory रखा, because Chinnaswamy is like that. And वहां पर जाकर के टॉस हारने के बाद he is just starting off the statement saying like toss doesn't matter because this is a venue where you can really evaluate things up. So like the chill man, the calm guy is here, and he has lost the toss though, but he has the backup, like how to really work upon it, what to do, and then he has come up with this change. I just want to know about the change he has made. Magala is injured, he has got Patirana, but Patirana is also coming from COVID-19 and he was having this issue with him. Do you see this, like I know Magala is injured already, but Patirana is also that he might not be that well to play today because he has just come from COVID-19. Do you see this as a good change, or maybe some other player could have come and take that place?
The only change, matlab, the only person that could have come in the reckoning was Dwayne Pretorius, but
Yeah.
probably CSK wanted an out and out seamer, and हम जानते हैं कि Pretorius is more of a bowler who change-ups करेंगे. He changes his pace and he is known for his variations more than hit the deck bowler. And Patirana, with his slingy arm action, he can hit the deck and rattle batters with his pace. So शायद इसलिए to add more variety to the bowling attack, पथिराना को चूज किया गया है रेस्पेक्टिव द फैक्ट दैट उन्होंने उनका पहले कोविड हुआ था, probably उन्होंने नेट्स में अपना जलवा दिखाया होगा एंड ही would have bowled well in the nets, and CSK has given him the opportunity to show his skills on the big stage. And regarding the toss, आपने जैसे कहा कि MS Dhoni has been captain cool, he has been the tactical mastermind in this
Yeah.
Indian Premier League and world stage rather, and उन्होंने क्या बोलते हैं किसी भी सिचुएशन में अपने पजल्स को पीसेस को सजा के they have he has brought the best out of the team irrespective of what is the situation, and same is the case though टॉस उनके पक्ष में नहीं गया है ना, he knows that his team has the caliber to trump RCB, and आपको जैसे पता होगा कि पिछले IPL में CSK वर्सेस RCB का जब एक मैच हुआ था तो CSK पहले बैटिंग करके ही RCB को हराया था उन्होंने, 200 के प्लस का स्कोर बनाया था, and CSK bowlers proved to be too hot to handle. So I feel that it might follow the same script अगर MS Dhoni supports his team superbly.
राइट, सो एक चेंज तो सीएसके की तरफ से अनाउंस हो ही चुका है, वहीं आरसीबी के एंड से उन्होंने बोला है नो चेंज इन आवर स्टार्टिंग 11. सो जो प्रीवियस मैच में आरसीबी ने अभी 11 के साथ स्टार्ट किया था उसी के साथ जाएंगे, बट डेफिनेटली यहाँ पर ट्विस्ट लाने के लिए इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर का रोल इज देयर. फैफ ने भी बोला है वी आर गोना ट्विस्ट इट अ बिट एंड वी आर गोना यूज इट इन एन इंटरेस्टिंग वे. बट लेट्स टेक अ लुक एट द नंबर्स ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट राइवलरी, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट राइवलरी वी नो इन द साउथर्न डर्बी. सो एक बार नंबर्स के थ्रू देखते हैं कि हाउ ग्रेट इट इज एक्चुअली. सो 30 मैचेस दे हैव प्लेड इन विच 10 मैचेस आरसीबी हैज वन and 19 matches CSK has won, and one match has got no result out of this. And if we go by the pitch report of this match, then pitch says the Chinnaswammy Stadium always assists pace bowlers better than spinners. It's a high scoring ground with the shorter boundaries. Pitch report में तो ये mention है कि how this ground is going to behave. But if we talk about this bowling perspective in M Chinnaswammy, Rupesh, bowlers have not been that great, not that happy in M Chinnaswammy because of some reason. We know इस ground का particular average ही है कि every 12th ball पे एक 6 तो लगता ही है. So basically हर second over में you can see. But how can really bowlers do good in that particular pitch? Is there any way out जहाँ पर आप अपने आप को economical रख सकें in M Chinnaswammy basically?
I think not really, to be very honest with you, because as far as the T20 format is concerned, I think it's tailor-made for batters, and I think that is that is one of the primary reasons why spectators, they spend their hard-earned money, and they come and they watch batters just demolish bowlers day in day out. I think kuch nayi cheez nahi hai, but M Chinnaswamy, unfortunately again for bowlers, is that sort of a venue where the ball tends to fly a lot. तो उसकी वजह से उनको बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं. इट्स अ वेरी स्मॉल ग्राउंड इन टर्म्स ऑफ बाउंड्री डायमेंशंस एज वेल. इट्स नॉट वेरी बिग, अनलाइक something like the Melbourne cricket ground. So yeah, smaller boundary dimensions also do not help the bowlers out a lot, and उसकी वजह से काफी तकलीफ आती है. And I think over the years Chinnaswamy has provided with belters every time teams have turned up for any of the games at the venue. तो कोई नई चीज तो आज होगी नहीं. The best what I feel bowlers can do is they can be just rely on their strengths. अगर variations उनका strength है, उनका forte है, तो stick करें उससे, because वो उनको longer run में काफी मदद देगा. And if they think that a particular batter has a certain set of strengths and weaknesses, as it is the case with most of the batters, I think they will have to plan. I think they must be having plans accordingly. They must have thought about every single batter in the opposition, and I think the team management must have come up with some sort of a blueprint. तो एक पर्टिकुलर थिंक टैंक जो होता है, जो डेडिकेटेड होता है उस काम के लिए, उन्होंने सोचा तो बहुत होगा. ओवर द इयर्स बहुत सारे थिंक टैंक्स ने बहुत कुछ सोचा है और करने की कोशिश की है, although very little has worked out at the venue. So I'll be like very intrigued to see how both the teams approach this particular game at the venue. But margin for error is very, very minuscule, and I think we have a very high scoring clash at our hands today again.
Yeah, which is good for fans, good for batters, but definitely not good for bowlers. But I've got one question from Chirayu Jain. Shidaj, I would like you to ask this question. If I were an RCB fan, I'd have still supported CSK as it is Dhoni's last game at the venue where he smashed some of his best runs. Asking both the experts, is it the same for all?
Like both MS Dhoni and Virat Kohli have been the torch bearers of Indian cricket for a long time now, and दोनों जब मैदान में होंगे तो it will be tough to choose a side. So I feel that it is better that we enjoy the game and see how the legends play. Probably it is the last time they two will be taking stage together. तो बस just enjoy the moment and मतलब cherish it. अगर थोड़ा खुद ही में ही ज़्यादा डिप्लोमेसी हम लोग करने लगे एंड सीएसके के पक्ष में चले गए या आरसीबी के पक्ष में चले गए तो प्रोबेबली वी वोंट बी एबल टू एंजॉय द गेम. सो जस्ट बी इन द मोमेंट एंड
मुझे क्षितिज में छोटा सा रूपेश दिखाई दिया इस आंसर के साथ ही, बिकॉज द वे ही हैज राइटली हैंडल्ड इट विदाउट टेकिंग एनी पार्ट कि हाँ भाई आई एम हियर, नो आई एम समवेयर इन द मिड. Thank you, Shitesh, for the answer. But I would like to take the playing 11 of RCB and CSK because we know RCB already announced kar chuke hain. They are going with no changes. So Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis, Mahipal Lomror, Glenn Maxwell, Shahbaz Ahmed, Dinesh Karthik, Harshal Patel, Varendu Hasranga, Wayne Panel, Vijay Vishyak and Mohammad Siraj. Then comes CSK's playing 11. So we can see Devin Convoy, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Ajinkya Rahane, Moeen Ali, Ambati Rayudu, Shivam Dube, Ravindra Jadeja, MS Dhoni, Mathisha Pathirana, तुषार देशपांडे और महेश दीक्षाना. सो कुछ इस तरह की 11 दिखाई पड़ रही है दोनों ही टीम्स की. बट इस बीच एक बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग नाम आरसीबी की 11 में हमें दिखाई दिया, विच इज विजय विश्यक. I would like to ask this, Rupesh, to you, since we know last game में he has made his debut for RCB and it was a great day for him. Like the way he has performed for RCB, it looked like a local boy from Karnataka, and he has never get the chance to play at such big level. And then he showed up at the RCB M Chinnaswammy where people are chanting RCB, continuous pressure, and we know what kind of atmosphere is already there. But at that kind of atmosphere, he was so ready mentally that he could perform on that ground. I would like to know some things about him, Rupesh.
I absolutely agree with you. I think full marks to Vaishak Vijayakumar. I think he bowled exceedingly well, and to a certain extent, this is what I felt. I think he bowled out of his skin because when you are at Chinnaswamy and you have packed crowds, people are chanting for you. They so desperately want RCB to do well, and if you are making your debut in such a crucial game, like obviously RCB have not done really well so far. They have lost some of the games that they should have won. वो गेम केकेआर के अगेंस्ट इनिशियली बॉलिंग से डोमिनेट कर रहे थे. अनफॉर्चुनेटली उसके बाद वी सॉ हाउ शार्दुल ठाकुर एक्चुअली प्लेड इन दैट गेम, एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली the RCB batters were not good enough to tackle the KKR spinners on that given day. तो वो एक मैच आई थिंक रिग्रेट करेंगे कि RCB कि वो उनको जीतना चाहिए था, बिकॉज दे वर वेरी कंफर्टेबली प्लेस्ड इन दैट मैच. तो वो हार गए, एंड उसकी वजह से मेरे को लगता है कि उन पे काफी प्रेशर पड़ा था ये डीसी वाले मैच में अच्छा करने के लिए. बिकॉज हमने फिर ये भी देखा कि एलएसजी के साथ भी एक बहुत ही क्लिफ हैंगर हारे वो. Easily जीत सकते थे because they had scored really well. They had put up a gigantic score on the scoreboard, but unfortunately वो वाला भी game I personally feel that they have not managed to capitalize on those key moments in several of the games, and I think that has played a crucial part in deciding where they are on the points table at the moment. तो वो एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण चीज है. सो मेरे हिसाब से विजय कुमार वैशाख पे बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर था लास्ट गेम में, बस डेब्यू करना बहुत मुश्किल है. आपकी टीम भी बहुत अच्छा नहीं कर रही है. आई थिंक ही डिड रियली वेल, एंड आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ क्रेडिट शुड आल्सो गो टू द सीनियर प्लेयर्स ऑफ द टीम, बिकॉज आपको वो एज जूनियर आपको वो थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल करते हैं. बिकॉज बहुत इजी हो जाता है ना जब आप इतना बड़ा मैच खेल रहे हो, तो यू कैन गेट कैरिड अवे वेरी इजीली. So I think that's where a lot of credit should be given to the team management and also to the senior players, because I personally saw that Faf du Plessis was having having a few words with Vaishak Vijayakumar while he was bowling through his spells, and I think that must have helped him a lot. But I think he as a youngster delivered as best as he could have, because 3 wickets लिए कुछ ज़्यादा runs नहीं दिए, broke the back of Delhi Capitals batting lineup. I think full marks to him. I personally felt he should have been awarded the player of the match and not Virat Kohli. It's nothing that I have anything against Virat Kohli. He's a batting maestro, बहुत अच्छे player है, no doubt whatsoever. But when a youngster performs out of his skin, as Vaishak Vijayakumar did in the last game, I think you need to praise him, because it was certainly a commendable effort.
राइट इतनी सारे आरसीबी ग्राउंड के बारे में हमारी बात हुई कि मेरे को एक बात याद आई। आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर विद पीपल हु आर ऑलरेडी लिसनिंग दिस। सी हम सबको पता है आरसीबी सीएसके का मैच जब एम चिन्नास्वामी में ओपन हुआ था, उसके टिकट्स बहुत जल्दी सोल्ड आउट हुए थे, बट इसके बावजूद बहुत सारे लोगों ने ट्राई किया था टू गेट द टिकट्स एंड देन दे वर रेडी टू पे 6 टाइम्स हायर प्राइस, जो कि ऑलरेडी इन्फ्लेटेड थे। मतलब वो जो नॉर्मल प्राइस एम चिन्नास्वामी में रहता है टिकट का, उसको ऑलरेडी हाई कर दिया गया था, उसके बाद वो सेल हुए थे। उसके बावजूद सम पीपल दे हैव बॉट द टिकट टू कीप इट एंड दे हैव ट्राई टू सेल इट इन अ लाइक ब्लैकर वे में, ब्लैक टिकट्स की तरह उसको सोल्ड करना चाहते थे। वो 6 टाइम्स 8 टाइम्स हायर करके सोल्ड किए गए हैं, लोगों ने स्टिल खरीदा और वो अभी भी जैम पैक्ड है। सी द फैक्ट, पीपल आर क्रेजी अबाउट आरसीबी एंड सीएसके मैचेस एंड इट इज लाइक समथिंग लाइक जैसे कि पूरे बैंगलोर का एक दिन है जिसमें बैंगलोर पूरा क्रिकेट एंजॉय करता है, जिसमें बैंगलोर के जो लोग हैं वो यहाँ पे आकर के इस क्रिकेट मैच को एक अपने अंदर देखते हैं। आई डोंट नो व्हाट, बट देयर फीलिंग इज लाइक दैट, दे आर रेडी टू पे व्हाटएवर द अमाउंट इट इज। एक तो वैसे ही बैंगलोर में इतने अमीर लोग रहते हैं, उसके बाद में यहाँ के टिकट प्राइसिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, वी नो लाइक ये यही हो सकता था पॉसिबल। मुझे नहीं लगता कि ऐसा कुछ आपको कभी नॉर्दर्न इंडिया के ग्राउंड्स में देखने को मिलेगा, इस तरह की क्रेजीनेस, ये पागलपन, जहां पर स्टेडियम के बाहर एमएस धोनी के स्टैच्यूज लगा करके वो जो कटआउट्स होते हैं उनको माला पहनाना, उन पर दूध चढ़ाना, एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाट नॉट, बट दे डू इट लाइक दैट। दैट्स द क्रेजीनेस आउट हियर। विल ट्राई टू गिव यू दोस क्रेजीनेस वाया क्रिकट्रैकर। आप हमारे इंस्टाग्राम और सोशल मीडिया पे जा करके इन वीडियोस को देख सकते हैं जहां पर फैंस का क्रेजीनेस देखने को मिला है। बट फिलहाल हम आपको दिखाते हैं आज के मैच का प्लेयर टू वॉच आउट क्या है, कौन कौन से प्लेयर्स हैं। सबसे पहले जाएंगे आरसीबी के एंड से देखने के लिए। सो वी ऑल नो द मैन इज ऑलरेडी हियर, विराट कोहली। 227 मैचेस ही हैज प्लेड, he has scored 6,838 runs and whatnot. He has done a lot for RCB. If we go by CSK's player to watch out, then we get Ravindra Jadeja in today's match. For so many reasons, he has already won a lot of matches for CSK, and definitely he can do it today as well. But I would like to ask Kshitij this question from you basically. Do you see that Ravindra Jadeja and Virat Kohli as the player to watch out of this particular match? But any other player you could suggest us can be the player to watch out from RCB and CSK's end?
Like from CSK, obviously I feel Rituraj Gaikwad will be one player to watch out for, because he has been in just pristine touch in this edition, and I feel the way he is playing, he can be one of the more number one contenders for the orange cap as well. Starting mein, it is important to cash in the power play overs and to put the opposition under the pump, and Rituraj Gaikwad ने ये बहुत अच्छे से किया है, and probably one could be ready for one more Rituraj Gaikwad special. And if we talk about RCB, I feel Mohammad Siraj can be one player to watch out for, because उन्होंने आरसीबी को एक अच्छी शुरुआत दी है बॉल के साथ। स्टार्टिंग में 1-2 विकेट चटकाए हैं ताकि आरसीबी की पकड़ मजबूत हो मैच में। लास्ट गेम में भी आपने देखा होगा कि वो उन्होंने स्टार्टिंग के 2 विकेट चटकाए हैं, उसके बाद मिडिल ओवर्स में बॉलर्स के लिए आसान हो गया था मैच में पकड़ बनाए रखना। एंड इवन इन द लखनऊ गेम विच आरसीबी लॉस्ट, Wayne Parnell and Siraj delivered the goods at the power play, so I feel Siraj can be the one.
Definitely. Let's take a look at that social tracker as well. Like how many people, what are they really talking about on this match particularly? Let's take a look at the first tweet of social tracker. So yes, we can see wanna recreate this tag RCB, and so we know this scene. We are very well connected with this one, and definitely we would love to see this again. Let's take a look at another tweet. Okay. So waiting for this reunion tomorrow, and we know this reunion, we know these players, and जिस तरीके से इनका हमेशा emotion रहा है whenever they play for the team, it is definitely going to be interesting. Let's take a look at another tweet. धोनी और कोहली दोनों फेवरेट हैं, आज कौन सी टीम को सपोर्ट करूंगा समझ नहीं आ रहा। सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी लाइक कंफ्यूजिंग फॉर एवरीवन। इवन अच्छा, मैं कंफ्यूज नहीं हूँ, लेट मी क्लियर दिस अप। आई एम वेरी मच विद धोनी टुडे, बट मे बी अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल माइट बी कंफ्यूजिंग मी। MI fans, they must be like just simply they know how to chill on this match and really whom to support today. So they must be very much clear about it. आइस एंड फायर, इससे मेरे को आरआर याद आई है, लाइक द मे बी जिसने भी देखी होगी आरआर, अब वो शायद रिलेट कर पा रहे होंगे, वन वाज आइस वन वाज फायर, दे यूज्ड टू शो इट अप लाइक दिस, और आज के मैच की हाइप भी वैसी ही है, लाइक ट्रिपल आर की तरह। और डेफिनेटली अगर ये भी ब्लॉकबस्टर रही तो इसको भी ऑस्कर जाने से कोई नहीं रोक सकता, एटलीस्ट मैं तो वोट कर रही हूँ, बाकी लोग अपना देखें। बट थैंक यू सो मच रूपेश एंड क्षितिज फॉर ज्वाइनिंग मी हियर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस डिस्कशन। आई एम श्योर फैंस को बहुत मजा आया होगा इस डिस्कशन में, बट डू कॉमेंट योर ओपिनियन and join us after the match, because we're going to discuss a lot about cricket and definitely a lot about Dhoni and Virat Kohli. Don't miss out. Keep watching CricTracker and In the Edge Show.